Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? So happy to be with you as always. You guys are my favorite people and my favorite place to be. So thanks for being a part of my YouTube channel. As subscribers, as followers, as watchers, you guys mean the world to me. So thanks for hanging out with me for the next, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. So I always start with announcements. So if you find this on the replay and you don't want to watch them, you can just fast forward through them. But I tell you what, I give you a lot of information and a lot of really fun things. So sit back, relax. Maybe you're working on cooking dinner and you can just listen to the announcements while you chop up vegetables or whatever, but it's really up to you. But I do put these in here because I have been asked to put them in here by my followers and viewers. So I do them when I do a live video so that they know what's going on in our crafting paper craft world. Okay, so this Saturday, which is 2 days from now, I will be at LS Tekka in Virginia Beach. I go there every other Saturday. We stamp from 12:30 to 3:30. They open at 12. We usually get there, eat, and then start stamping. So this Saturday is our next card fiesta. So if you are local to the Virginia Beach area or can get to Virginia Beach, either via vacation, trips, traveling, whatever, I would love to have you join us, but I do need an RSVP. So if you would like to come to Card Fiesta, I just need you to send me an email at Kelly with an I, Kelli, at Inky Hands, plural, Warm Hearts, plural. So Inky Hands Warm Hearts, Kelly at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And just let me know that you are gonna come. And if I have availability, you are more than welcome to come. Trust me, I probably will. It's not like overwhelmingly full every week. I do it every other Saturday. So some people come every time, some people don't. But I would love to have you join us. So let me know if you would like to attend. All right, let's move on to the next. So I would like to talk to you about my membership. It is near and dear to my heart because it is the thing that supports me. And those of you who are Inky Hands crew members, you really help to support me and help me do what I love to do every single day. And you not only support me, but you support my family. So I appreciate you so much. My membership group is a group where we do color challenges, sketch challenges, and then I do 2 video tutorials a week that are private only to that group. Nobody else has access to them, and they can watch those videos. And I send them every Friday. I don't have a set time, just at some point on Friday, they'll be in your inbox. And it's a really fun way for you to get 2 additional projects every week with the same stamp set, bundle, or suite that I'm using of the week. So this week I've been using Christmas Friends, and it is a really cute bundle with 4 cute critters. And so not only do they get these 2 live videos that I share with everyone, but they get 2 private ones. So for a total of 4 projects every single week. The cost is $7.99, and it's monthly. So if you were to join today, the 31st of October, then on the 31st of every month, and I think it's on the 30th if the month doesn't have a 31st, and on the 29th if it doesn't have a you know what I'm talking about. You pay once a month, so yours would probably be on the last day of the month, every month, if you joined on the 31st. And yeah, so I would love to have you be a part of it. We have a lot of fun. We have a Facebook group that we can hang out in, and I love that we share our projects through color challenges and sketch challenges. And I do a few behind the scenes things that are also done in the Facebook group. You have to be part of the Facebook group to get those, but the only reason I use Facebook is because it's the only platform that I could use to do the things that I want to do. If there was another one, trust me, it wouldn't be on Facebook. But I wish YouTube offered all of the things that I could do on Facebook because I would do them on YouTube. But Anyway, I hope that you will consider joining the membership. And if after reading it, you can go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, click on membership. If you have any questions other than what's already on that membership page, send me a message again at Kelly with an I at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And I would love to answer that for you. The membership group is really special, and I just want to thank everybody who's on this live stream that's a crew member. If you wouldn't mind letting everybody know in the chat that you're a member and what you love about the crew. And if you're new and watching me for the first time, please let me know your name and where you're from. I am always interested in seeing where people watch me from. And if you're watching on replay, let me know as well. Super important because I just love seeing that I have reached people in all different parts of the United States, and it's kind of exciting. So let me know where you're from. All right, let's talk about the starter kit special. Today is the absolutely last day that you can sign up in October under me. So do it. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to be part of my amazing team? I have the best women underneath me in this team. We have so much fun together, and I love being their leader, and I love bringing stamping fun into their lives. We have a gathering once a month, and we do some fun things like mystery stamping swaps. We did Boo Basket for October, and I just think it would be lots of fun to add more and more people to it. So if you are considering signing up, I would appreciate that you sign up under me. And you also get what I'm going to show next every single month. I send that to my team, so you get that without having to make a purchase from me, which everybody else that is a customer has to make the purchase to get it. So that's kind of a perk. But yeah, I would love to have you on my team, and you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to make videos like me. All you have to do is want to shop with a discount for yourself. And if you join in the month of October, you will have all the way until April to make your minimum of $300 purchase. And so you get, there's a $300 minimum every quarter, but it is easily reached because that's the retail price. It's not the price you pay, but it counts as retail, even though you pay less. So there's lots of great perks. It's a great company. They treat us so well, and I love my team. So join me. Today is your last day to get $155 for $99 and free shipping. No brainer. Plus there's a paper pumpkin in there, so that's another $25 on top of that. So amazing deal. Join, join, join. All right, enough about that. Let's talk about my tutorial bundle. So every month I have a tutorial bundle that I send to anyone who spends $50 or more in my online store. And yeah, so I would love to send you this October tutorial bundle. If you would like it, just spend $50 by the end of today and you can get that. It has, I think, 39 projects. Yes, so almost 40 projects for free, and you don't have to have all the stamp sets. You just have to substitute something in your stash. So 30% off, close to my heart products. As far as I know, there's no end in sight for this, I guess, until they're gone. So yeah, if you want anything of the CTMH products that we have in our online store, you can get 30% off of those. Paper pumpkin, yay, we have 10 more days, and I'm so excited about this paper pumpkin because it is called Filled with Joy, and we get to celebrate Christmas with adorable stockings and gift tags. It's going to make 8 projects. You're going to get 8 stockings and 8 gift tags, all pre-cut paper pieces, safety pins, and especially added foil pieces. The coordinating colors are Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, which happens to be the Stampin' Spot, Shaded Spruce, very vanilla. And then we get fabric stockings and paper tags, and of course they come in this unique box. So super excited about it. I think they're going to make amazing neighbor gifts, amazing gifts for people that we invite over for holiday dinner. I'm super excited about it. So don't miss out. You have to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by November 10th. And if you'd like to do that through me, all you need to do is go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. click on shop. Under shop, there's a section called Paper Pumpkin. You're going to click on there. It's going to take you to my site. You're going to click the sign up or subscribe button, and you fill out that information. And if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and maybe you no longer follow the demonstrator that you used to, you can subscribe under me if you choose. It's really up to you. Sometimes what happens is your demonstrator that maybe you used to buy from stops selling Stampin' Up for whatever reason, and then you're direct to Stampin' Up. And so I would appreciate the support if that's the case. And I can show you how to switch. All you have to do is go to your Paper Pumpkin account and choose the demonstrator, and you can look for me and switch from Stampin' Up to me. So that would be awesome. Thanks again. And I hope that you try out this great Filled with Joy kit, because I think it's going to be a fun one. And you can also shop the coordinating add-on. These are the Merry Tags and More dies. They're available while supplies last. They're $12. You get a really nice sized tag, the word Merry, and a fern leaf, which I'm kind of excited about this fern leaf because it kind of shows us a little bit of what December might be, which is, oh, so fun. Kits are up to 30% off in the kids collection, and if you have not grabbed a kit this month, grab one now. Today is the last day to get up to 30% off of those. The October kits, which came out on the 1st, were Alpine Air, 9 cards, 3 each, 3 design, on sale for $19.80 from $22. And the A Look Back kit, which is a journal scrapbooking, non-stamping kit, but 30 double-sided pages. This makes a great gift for a teenager. It makes a really great gift for people who like to do mini albums of their trips. It is such a great Christmas idea, and it's only $22.50, but starting tomorrow it will be back up to $25. It's a 6 3/4 by 8 by 1 inch spiral bound journal, and it comes with all of this that you see here. So you're going to get some alphabet letters, some gold foiled pieces, some cutout pieces, some liners for photos, adhesive. It comes with everything you need to put the book together, which is super exciting except for your photos. But this makes a great teenager project, so think about passing it on to them. And then we have in September the Christmas ornament kit. So if you would like to get together with some friends and put some Christmas ornaments together, this is a really fun idea. And of course we have our card keeper kit, which makes 10 cards, and you get the card keeper as well. Makes a fantastic gift to give at holiday time. All right, and then I would like to talk to you about my PDF store. So I have a store on my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. If you click on shop and then you go to PDF tutorials and retired product store, I have retired products available for sale. So retired stamp sets, dies, things like that. And I also have a PDF store there. And you can purchase any of my PDFs. I am part of a design team that has 13 amazing women. And we have quite a few PDFs available for purchase there. So get yours. And I also have all of my paper piecing pattern projects there as well in the same store. So you can get Halloween 24, 23, 22, Easter 24, and 23. So I would love it if you supported me in that way. And thank you so much for listening to all of these announcements. Let's talk about the stamp set that we're going to be using. It's a cute little bundle, and it is located, whoa, I don't want to lose the page. See, I just pulled it right out. There it goes. Woo, that was close. On page 43 of the mini catalog, it is an adorable little set. Christmas Friends and Christmas Friends dies. It is a cute bundle, and I am using that funness today. And we are going to, you're going to get to see this really cool card that I have to make. So if you haven't purchased this bundle, it's $53, and it's located in my online store. And I'd love to have you purchase it for me. In fact, if you purchase it today, you can get your $50 free tutorial bundle with 39 projects available to you. All right, let's show the stamp set, which I'm doing. Let me get everything off of my table here and put away. All right, so this is our Christmas Friends bundle. This is what the stamp set looks like and the dies. I love that it has this really large circle, has these cool standalone dies to make presents, to have this bow, some music notes, some stars. It even has a thought bubble, which I think is fun. You could write whatever you want the little critters to be saying. Really, really cute. And I am using today the Take a Bow pack of designer series paper. It's an amazing pack of paper. I love all the prints and colors. So you have a stripe and a polka dot. You have a candy cane stripe and a holly or leaf with berries. You have this really beautiful, I don't even know what to call this, green star and a polka dotted background. And then you have this really amazing plaid and teeny tiny polka dots that are random on a green background. And you get quite a few of each piece, but it is amazing. So if you're making Christmas cards, it's always nice to have a theme. You could vary your patterns. And this is what I have used today, this little pack. I have also used the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder that has snowflakes, and it's actually really concentrated at the top, and it gets less and less as they fall to the ground. And then we're going to use two embellishments today. We're going to use the Tinsel Gems 4-pack and the Retired Festive Pearls. Now, the Festive Pearls were on the clearance rack, and I purchased some then. I don't know if they're still there because a lot of the clearance rack stuff goes pretty quickly. But either way, it's going to be okay. I'm sure that you guys grabbed stuff when it was on the clearance rack. So this card is a double-decker pop-out card. And so I'm going to show you why I call it that. So you have one layer and a second layer, and they both pop out. You see how they both move? Isn't that fun? So this is a really cute project, and I am going to teach you how to put it together. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is do all of our folding of our cardstock and all that good stuff. So let me grab my friend the bone folder. This is a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 inch, and on the long side I scored it at 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. And I am going to burnish. So first we're going to start with our middle score line. I always like to do that one first. And line up my corners, flatten my card. And then we're going to turn this piece back. All right. And then I have taken two pieces of real red cardstock that are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and I have embossed them with that snowflake embossing folder. So hopefully you can see that there with my lighting. So they're both the same. Hopefully, yeah, I think you can see it like that. Perfect. And we are going to attach those on to these little folded panels. So one's going to go there and one's going to go here. So let's go ahead and knock that out. Always fun, fun, fun to do this kind of stuff, right? Do all the hard parts. Get them out of the way, right? And then we can have fun with our little moose and all of that funness. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get my glue on both, and then I'll glue them down one at a time, but then I won't have to stop and put glue. All right. So let's start with our first one here. We're going to put it on this panel, and I know it'll probably be a little hard for you to see, but there's a border all the way around, and I'm making sure that it's even. I'll bring it up and hopefully you guys can see that. Let's put the one on the inside right here. And I put the heavy part on the top and the lighter snow towards the bottom. And then you just want to make sure that when you glue this down that your panels are even. So there they are side by side, so you can see that I lined them up so they would be pretty even there. All right, we're going to go ahead and fold that back again. Then we have a piece of designer series paper that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I chose to do the green stars. Isn't that so vibrant and beautiful? I think so. So we're gonna go ahead and adhere that to the back. All right, and we're gonna use our wet adhesive. I love the wet adhesive. To me, it's the only glue to choose, right? I mean, I use others sometimes, but this is what I use the most. So let's adhere that piece, and I'm gonna try and make it even with my other sides as well. All right, there is our gorgeous, oh my gosh, I love the brilliance of this paper. So pretty. So this is what we have, you can see, okay? We're working our way. Fun, fun, fun. All right, so now you're gonna have a mechanism that's gonna help this piece pop out, okay? So let's work on our mechanism. So I'm gonna move this stuff to the side, and I have a piece of real red cardstock that is 3 inches by 2 1/4 inches, and we're gonna do some scoring. So I'm gonna bring out my scoreboard. You knew there was no way that I could do a project, right, without using my scoreboard. I mean, it's impossible. So down the long side of the 3 inch length, not the 2 1/4. So down the 3 inch length, we're gonna score at 3/4 inch, at 1.5 inches, and at 2 1/4 inches, okay? So all that does is divide that into 4 equal distances that are 3/4 inch each. And I am going to burnish on all of the sides, but we're gonna start with one at a time. So there's the first one, then the second one, and then the last one. Okay, so there is our mechanism. So complicated, right? It's actually not very complicated at all. All right, so we are gonna glue this into our card, and I'm gonna try and show it to you from this card. So if you look down here, you can see that I have a little box, and that's what this is gonna form. It's gonna form a little box, and it's gonna be glued down in between to form a gap between the back layer and this layer, okay? So look down there, and you can see that down there, okay? So we're gonna glue our piece inside just like this, okay? So we're gonna figure out, we want it centered, and I wanna make sure that it is nice and secured down. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to attach this piece, this end, this first side here. So I'm gonna put some wet adhesive. If you don't want to use wet adhesive, you don't have to, but I like it because it allows me to use wiggle room. And that helps when you're trying to get a piece just right. So we're gonna eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to support the middle part of your card. So I'm gonna attach that right at the seam, right at where that score mark is. The score mark's on the left, and this mechanism is on the right. And I'm gonna let that grab and glue. And I get a little crazy with glue. You guys know that that's the case, but I mean, you can't blame me. How can you blame me? This stuff is amazing. Oh my goodness, so funny. All right. And we're gonna glue this next piece to the embossed side. All right, so we're gonna put adhesive now on this piece on the other end, and we're gonna glue that piece to the embossed side. I don't want to get too much because it oozed out before, and I'm gonna try not to have that happen again. All right, let's try and be a little more careful. All right, so this is gonna come around, and it's gonna form our square right here, and it's going to attach on the side that is embossed, okay? And the best thing that I can teach you is to put the tube, and you can put your finger through. You can put it on both sides and hold on to it. And you're forming a little box, okay? Just like that. Just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna close that box. And when I close that box, it helps to adhere it down, but it needs to be able to close, right? Because you need to close your card. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that down on my piece like that, okay? And this is gonna get glued to it. Now this is my piece of Granny Apple Green. I chose it because I really loved that color pulled out of this background. And I thought it went really, really well with Real Red. So we're gonna use Granny Apple Green, but we can stamp that while we're waiting. We're gonna stamp Happy Holidays on our piece. And this is one of the sentiments that's part of our Christmas Friends bundle. So I'm just gonna stamp it in Memento. And this time, I'm just gonna put it a little higher. And I want it kind of centered in the bottom. I'm hoping I'm not out of camera because I can't tell. But there's our Happy Holidays. I just stamped it right there in the bottom. And I'm gonna just close that so I don't stick my finger in it. And I'm gonna clean my stamp. And that piece will be ready when it's time to glue it down. But while we're waiting for this mechanism to dry here, I'm actually gonna put my roller on it to weight it down. We're gonna put this to the side. And we're gonna take our next piece. So we're gonna work on the front of our card. So we have two pieces for the front of our card. We have a piece of Real Red, which is the matte, and that's 3 inches by 4 inches. And the basic white, which is for our focal mousse here, is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, okay? And we're gonna create a little scene here for our mousse. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my light Pool Party blend. Now, I love this blend and I use it a ton. And so it's kind of a little bit dry, but it doesn't really matter because I can still use it. And I will share with you. I'm trying to find something too, like a scrap paper that I have sitting on my desk or something. And I do have one, I know I do. All right. Here's one from when I did Quiet Reflection. It's still sitting on my desk. We'll just use this one. All right, so I'm gonna use half. I'm trying to make like an ice pond, okay? And so right about there is good. And I'm just going to brush. And you can see that there's some little white gaps, and that's okay because the marker has been used a ton and it's tired. And I get what that's like. So I'm just gonna fill in as much as I can. And then I'm gonna give it a rest. And then I'm gonna fill in a little more. And give it a rest and fill in a little more. And you can see I'm not using the point. And when I use these blends, I try not to use the point because I don't wanna break it. It's very soft, the nib on the pointy side. And so we're just going to slowly add our Pool Party color to the top like this. And I do have one if this one actually runs out in the middle of this video. I have a backup. I always have a backup because in my world, backups are important. And I learned that super well a couple weeks ago when my hard drive, my external hard drive decided that it didn't want to work anymore or read. Didn't want to read it. It was tired. It says, you have too many pictures on me, but actually I didn't. I wasn't even a tenth of the way full. But yeah, and backups are important. So I am a planner and I like backups, but I'm just gonna go ahead and you can see I'm just slowly adding color. Now the bullet tip on the other side, it is much more full than this side. and that's okay. And I will keep it until the other side decides it's tired and enough that it doesn't want to add color. And you can see little by little, I am just adding the ice to my pond, slowly filling in wherever I feel like it's a little too light or it needs a little help. All right, I think I'm happy with that pond. So my pool party lived to work another day. All right, now we're gonna stamp our little Charlie Brown tree. That's what I like to call this stamp. It reminds me of Charlie Brown tree. Those of you who are too young to know who Charlie Brown is, I'm sorry. Look him up on, he has to be somewhere on Netflix on something at Christmas time, because Charlie Brown was a huge part of our life. All right, so I'm gonna stamp one on this line right here, right about in the middle. And then I'm gonna put one on either side, a little Charlie Brown tree. And if I'm too far off, I can always use the bullet tip of my pool party brush to bring the ice up a little. I can't really see well when I stamp because I feel like I'm gonna stick my head in the camera, which is why I pull down so low, but I want you guys to be able to see, so I'm just playing it safe here. So let's go ahead and add that one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be bringing my pond up a little. At least I'm even. At least, you know, they're all a little floating. Right above the ice pond. Oh my goodness. All right, here's the last one. All right, so let's bring the ice up just a smidge, but before I do that, I am going to clean my stamp. And I'm using SU300, which is part of the medium deep pack of Natural Tones blends. And they're located in the annual catalog. At one point, I thought they were not in here, but they actually are. They're on the blending page. So if you look on the pages, you know how they have pages that teach you different techniques? There's a page for blending. It should be right here near the end. I will find it. I think I need to go a little farther back. I didn't go deep enough, yes. Here's all the techniques. And there's a technique for blending. There it is. And here's where all the natural tone blends are located. So they're on page 131. And this is part of the medium deep combo pack. And it's the deep is SU 100 and 200, then 300 and 400 is in the medium deep combo pack. So that's what we're going to use for the stem. But first, let's fix our pond. And like I said, this side here is much wetter. All right. And we're going to use the SU 300 to do our tree trunk all the way down. Okay. And we're going to use light Granny Apple Green for our little leaves on our trees, or pine boughs on our trees. And all I've done is fill in over those black areas and make our little Charlie Brown trees come to life. They're so cute. I will be teaching a class on ink blending soon. If it's something that you would be interested in and you want me to send you information on that, send me an email and let me know, and I'll send you a link to sign up for my newsletter, and I will target you for the ink blending class. All right, so there's our trees. And so now see how beautiful our little lake is, our frozen over lake. I think it turned out really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that onto the Real Red cardstock. Once again, our multi-purpose glue to the rescue. I love this glue. And we're attaching this onto our layer. And you can see it gives the same little border all the way around that all of our other items had. So I was consistent with that. So there's your little scene. And then we have our moose. And if you want to learn how to color him, you need to join the Inky Hands crew membership. Today is the last day to sign up for this week. And I am doing a little mini coloring session with them. So if you want to know, but if you know how to color and you're good to go, all of the colors that I used are notated on the description of this video. All of the items actually that I use, I note them. So you'll have all the colors listed there. And if that's enough for you, then you're good to go. So let's add some minis first, and then I'm gonna fill in with the big guys. All right. If I had any of them, let's cut up this piece. I guess I finished and I didn't pay attention. So let's just cut these sides, which is fine. Oh, that one's already cut. There we go. Let's do this one. And then we'll just do a little strip of 4 here, or 3, whatever that is, and fill that section. Oops, a little far over to the right. Let's move it over a little. If you don't have it too stuck, you can pretty much move it well. There we go. All right. I guess I need to pull out another regular size dimensional sheet and put it in the pack that I use. All right, so let's pull the backs off here. Whoops. And we'll get the little ones off first. And then we'll get the ones on his ice skates. I love that he's ice skating. I think it's so cute. Look at his cute little expression. He's just precious, absolutely precious. All right, so we're gonna add him on to our cute little pond here. And there he is ice skating and adorable. All right, so let's finish our card up. I'm gonna move my roller out of the way. And we're going to attach our Granny Apple Green piece right to this piece here. And we want it to be even so that you had an even border on this side. So all we're gonna do is add our wet adhesive to the mechanism right here that we made. So we're just gonna, whoops. And that should be plenty. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it here. I'm gonna hover it. And when I think I'm in the right spot, I will bring it down. And that's pretty darn good. Worked out well. So now I'm gonna keep it closed and press on that and get it to really grab to that piece, see? And then you can stretch it the other way and press, and then go ahead and put it back and see how it moves. So now the key is to add this layer, and this one I need it to be attached and have an even granny green. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up. I'm gonna show you my trick. It's probably not even a trick. I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna hold on to it, and then I'm gonna flip this. And this is the side I'm gonna put my adhesive. So I'm just gonna add all right, and now that this is in place, I'm just gonna flip this one and attach, but not all the way, because if I have to move it, I need to move it right before it's set, and it was in the right place. So I'm just gonna hold that in place. It does take a minute to adhere, and I can always use this side here with my roller and get it to grab real well. I love this little roller. I use it all the time. All right, so there is my double decker 1, 2 pop out fun fold card. Isn't that so fun? I love it. So now we're gonna use all of our little embellishments and finish this card right. So I decided to use some of the silver dots for the trees in the background, because they gotta have something glistening on them, right? I mean, I think it's important. So I'm just gonna add a few onto this little tree here. So cute. And then a couple onto this tree here. And then let's put a couple on this tree. The moose's antlers are kind of covering from me going any farther, but I think that's perfect. It adds a little bit of sparkle to those cute, adorable trees. And then we're going to use our Tinsel Gem 4-pack. And we're gonna use these dark green embellishments. And I'm gonna add a layer of a large and a dark and a small side by side. And then we'll add this guy right there. I like it being on the second layer so that when it pulls out, let me put this away and then, whoa, I just flung a dot somewhere, but I don't know where it went. I'll find it stuck to a pen or to the bottom of my mouse or something wild. It always happens. It's fine. It's only an embellishment. Who knows where it went? But what I like is having it on this layer, this corner layer. When you pull, there's one right there. So I just think that's really fun, and they're diagonal from each other. So what do you think? This is the funnest card, and this little stamp set is literally adorable. So we used Christmas Friends, Take a Bow paper, and don't forget this adorable embossing folder, Snowflake Sky 3D. And let me know what you think of this project. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you've never subscribed, and if you want to be on my mailing list, you want to go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you want to click until you see email newsletter, and you can join. Thanks for being a part of this really fun project. I loved being in the comments with you guys since this is pre-recorded, and if there were any announcements that I knew prior, you know, I pre-record this, so sometimes things come out after I've recorded. I will definitely have them pinned to the top of the chat so you can see them there. But I really appreciate you having you with me, and thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. This is Kelly with Inky Handswarm Hearts. Happy stamping!